Hello everyone, welcome back to my Shoebox Adventures. Steve the Happy Camper here. Oh, excuse me, boom. All right, what are we doing today? We're going to continue with this senior solo camper questionnaire, you know, answering the questions that were asked. And one of them was, what do I sleep on? This is an elderly lady. If you follow my channel, you know the story. She wanted to know about tent camping. She's just starting this at a late date. So we're going to start from scratch. She didn't know what to sleep on. So let's talk about sleeping surfaces, mattresses, all right? So right now, as you can see, I'm in a tent. We put this tent up I showed you, easy tent. And now I've got your typical queen-sized air mattress. I think everyone kind of starts off with this. You know, I did this for years. They're inexpensive. You fill them with air. They get you off the ground. They're comfortable. And as you can see, I didn't bother showing you guys how I inflate the mattress. You put a little pump on it, and you fill it up with air. It's comfortable. You know, I could just make a video of me laying here comfortably and bore you all to tears. But so for years, this is what I did. You can put a fitted sheet on here. Fitted sheet. You can make it up just like a queen bed if you don't want to do the sleeping bag thing. Easy and quickest thing is just unroll your sleeping bag on top, hop in, boom, you're done. I graduated away from this a while back because of my age, really. I have to get up in the middle of the night. Yeah, surprise. And getting up off the floor has become an issue for me. Not as easy as it used to be. And when I wake up in the middle of the night, I want this thing that I have to do to go by as quickly and effortlessly as possible. I want to get back in my bed without being fully awake. I don't want to do gymnastics, you know, have my heart rate go up, do all this stuff, so now I'm wide awake when I get back in bed. So, well, let me demonstrate here this getting up business. So I'm sleeping away and up. I gotta go, you know, so here, I can't really put my feet down. There's not enough here to get up, so I gotta do this, and I gotta do this, right? That was not easy, not fun. My knees even hurt. So that's why I don't do this anymore, all right? But for you younger people or more agile people on a budget, maybe, this is a good way to go. If you're camping in the wintertime, here, I'm gonna do this again. Oh, thank you. If you're camping in the wintertime, you have to put a thermal barrier between you and this air mattress. The air in the mattress is going to be the same temperature as the air outside. So when you are so cold you don't want to sit by the fire anymore and you want to go to bed, you're laying on a block of ice. You're laying, and it's not going to warm up. It's going to just get colder as the night air gets colder. So you have to have a thermal barrier. And we'll talk about that in my How to Sleep Warm video coming up in the near future. All right, so this is just a quick one. I filled it up for you to show you my problems getting off the ground. Maybe you can identify with that. If you have problems getting off the ground and you want to see what else we've got, if we want to step up from this, stay tuned, all right? We're going to move on. Listen, now I'm in the Gazelle tent. If you watched my previous video, easy tents to put up, this was one of them. Sorry about the lighting, it's a little bit weird. I've got the rain fly on and it's orange. It's blocking the sun coming in through the roof. I've got a few windows open, but the lighting's terrible. Bear with me on this. I don't think it's gonna make it so that you can't see what's going on. All right, now next bed, we were in an air bed over there, right? An inflatable air mattress on the floor. Now, I told the story a few videos back, if you follow my channel, about going to my son's house. And too many relatives there, not enough beds. He pulls this bed in a bag out of the closet, right? The Aero bed. Sets it up on the floor next to the pool table and fills it up for me. And I thought, man, I got to get one of these for camping. The problem with it was that you have to plug it in. You have to have a jacker. You have to have something to plug it into. So if you're staying at a park with hookups, which I've never done that actually, you're good. But otherwise, you'll need a power bank. If you watched my solar generators under $500 video, I told the story. I showed you some things you can get. Everything's on sale now. It seems to be getting better. Don't worry about that. If you don't have one, of course, then this bed's probably not viable. But I'm going to show it anyway for those of you that are like me, who want to go way out of my way to be glamping, to be super comfortable, so that my time in bed when I'm camping is just wonderful. Just like at home, I want to be warm. I want to be comfortable. I want these old bones to sink in, and I want a soft, nice, comfy bed. I can't emphasize that enough, and it has to be warm. We'll cover that part later. Also, this is the size of the bag that you're going to need to put in your vehicle to bring to camping if you decide to go this glamping route. I've got sheets in here. I've got a mattress pad in here. It holds all that extra stuff, so that doesn't have to take up more space. If this is too big, then of course this is out. But I'm going to show it to you anyway, and then it's been so long, I think I'm probably going to sleep on it tonight just for old time's sake. But I'm going to get it out of the bag and set it up. Okay, and we're back. Now I just took it out of the bag and just laid it on the floor of the tent. This is a twin bed. This has got a built-in pump. Again, why you need a power supply. So you don't need a separate pump like with the other one, okay? These cost about $100 on sale. But it's really pretty neat. I've plugged it into my power bank, and I'm noticing this might run off 12 volts as well. I'll investigate and find out, but that's not the point. So we'll see if we can, oh, too noisy. Oh no. But, you turn it on, and it makes a lot of noise. And it fills up relatively quickly. You can fast forward through the fill up part if you want. Annoying noise. I thought you might want to know how long it takes to fill. As you can see, it's pretty fast. And as you can also probably tell by now, we're not going to be sitting on the floor. I like gadgets, huh? Fun stuff. Pretty efficient pump. I hope you can hear me with this noise. I'll have to order one with the whisper pump in the future. All right, abracadabra, I have a bed. Now that was pretty easy. I should have looked to see how much power that was pulling. That would be interesting to know just for fun. But as you can see now, look. Look at this. Oh my Lord, is this great or what? Now my feet are on the ground. So in the middle of the night, okay, let me put my phone down here. So in the middle of the night, I'm sleeping away here, sleeping away. And nature calls. I gotta get up. So look, I'm up. So I can be half asleep just like at home. And I can have, my thunder bucket somewhere in here close. So I don't have to travel very far. I can take care of my business in just a matter of moments. And be back to bed before I'm fully awake, right? So this works out. Now, also, it's got a secondary pump in here that's a whisper quiet pump that, doesn't deliver the volume that noisy one did. But this is another fun thing, because I'm a gadget guy, I got to show you. This dial here has got 3 settings. You can select if you want soft, medium, or firm, right? So I'm laying here, I've got it on soft right now, and I'm sleeping and say, oh, now, I'm kind of a softy guy. I like the soft, but say I'm not. Say I want it more firm. So now, I jump it up, and it adds a little air, right? Now, the beauty part, you can go, now we're on medium. You can do it again. It's the same thing, same noise, but it maintains this pressure all night. So when you fill it up during the day like this, the sun's shining, and, the ambient temperature is whatever it is, and then at night it drops down really cold. Well, your pressure is going to go down, right? The air expands in the heat and it contracts in the cold. So it's going to get softer as it gets colder, but not this one. This one's gonna notice that, and it's gonna compensate, and it doesn't wake you up. It doesn't make any noise at all. And I know this because I've camped on it a bunch, and it works. So from a gadget guy point of view, I really like that, because say in the middle of the night, I wake up and I think, I'd like it a little bit firmer. All right, so yeah, I could do this all day. So it takes fitted sheets, super comfy and fun. You do need a power source for this particular mattress to work, and you have to have enough room in your vehicle to accommodate that big bag. But over here in the corner, I don't know if it's on camera or not, is it? Well, kind of halfway. I've got my my mattress pad. It's actual fabric. It's thick. I've got fitted sheets. I've got pillowcase. That all fits in the bag nicely. So the bag, if you can fit that bag, you've got all that good stuff. Now you're still going to want, because I don't like sleeping bags. You can throw a sleeping bag on here. I shouldn't besmirch sleeping bags. If you've got a goose down bag and you love it, yeah, good. See, for me, I might as well explain. With a sleeping bag, you're zipping and you're unzipping, right? And so again, I need to get out of bed and get back in bed as fast as possible. And I toss and I turn all night long. In a sleeping bag, it'll get wrapped around me. Now I'm uncomfortable. I'm all wrapped up in this bag. But with sheets in a bed, I slide around just like I do at home. So there's no entanglements going on. And then I can just take my blankets and go like this, and I'm up. no unzipping and sliding out, and then the sleeping bag ends up all crunched up down here, so I gotta pull it up and get the head back up here. That again, I loved it when I was a young man. That's a young man's game. I want a bed. So I'm trying to put some reason or some rhyme into the reasons that I'm doing things, and not just saying this is what I do, and you're thinking, well, why, Steve? Why don't you like sleeping bags? What's your problem? That's it. I want it to be a bed. Now, I have 2 sleeping bags. I've got sleeping bag liners. We'll talk about all that stuff later. And I do use them from time to time. Sometimes that's the best way to go. Space saving, etc. But I hope you like the demonstration on this bed. But wait, there's more. All right, we're going to move on to some other sleeping arrangements, okay? I hope you're still staying with me and having fun, because I need to be in this position, but there are things that take up much less space and work. So stand by. I'll be right back. I'm back. Now, let's talk about some other sleeping surfaces, shall we? These mats, there's air mattresses, but they're not air mats. They call them sleeping mats. You roll them up and they go in a small bag, and they're easy for you to transport and carry. You just unscrew, usually you open a valve somehow, depending on the brand you've got, and roll it out and let it sit for an hour, and it expands. It's got foam in there, and it expands, and then you can add more air if you want to. Usually they come with some kind of a little pump. Usually don't have to add very much, but you can add a little bit of air to your comfort level, but you've got the foam in there. You've got your thermal barrier, and they're very popular, and they come in all kinds of different thicknesses and price tags. So I wanted to show you that, because an air mattress is not your only option. You're going to have to put something on the air mattress to keep you warm if you're camping in the cold. Like, I woke up this morning, it was 33 degrees outside, 38 in my runaway. Needless to say, I wasn't sleeping on an air mattress. Oh my Lord. Well, actually, yeah, I was sleeping on an insulated pad, one of the ones we're talking about, 4 inches thick, very comfortable. But that's in the runaway right now in my shoebox. But let me show you what I got here. The first one that I bought, anybody wants to come camping with me, you can come and have absolutely nothing, because obviously I never throw anything away or sell anything. I just keep it. So here is a Lightspeed. This is the same company that made the original queen size mattress we inflated a little while ago. Good company. This was at Costco, reasonably priced. I think it was under $40. And you just unscrew this valve on the end. It rolls up into a bag this long and about that big. You just squeeze all the air out. But you open this valve and the air just goes in by itself. If you want more air, you can shoot a little in. As you can see, it's only a couple of inches thick tops, but it gives you some padding and it gives you some insulation. Very important. People just throw these on the ground and throw their sleeping bags on them, and they're fine. Again, I'm not on the ground, so I can't do that. I just don't want to do that. I could do that if I had to do that, but I don't want to do that. So here's another option. I really like this one for us old folks. The cot, all right? You were probably wondering, when are you going to get to the cots, Steve? Come on, there's cots. So the cots are, you saw the package here. Oh, should I do that again? This is the package. This particular cot comes like this, very easy. You've got to have space in your vehicle, but it's flat. You can put this in there a lot of different ways. And if you look up cots, if you want to go the cot route, they have them with the shock cords, just like the tents, where the poles. It's made with poles, and they collapse down into a very small package. Now you have to assemble those. It'll take a little longer to put up, but they're certainly not difficult. Okay, so the cot has a couple of advantages. Gets you off the ground, and you can put stuff under it. See, on the inflatable bed, that's wasted space if you want to be that way. I can put shoes under here, backpacks. I can put stuff underneath my cot, and I'm still able to stand up, right? And you can use this with just a sleeping bag. If you're doing it in the summer again, and you don't need that insulation, you can just do it just like that. Now, I need more padding, I need more softness, and I'm always camping in the cold. It seems like even in the summer, I'm up above 7,000 feet where it drops off at night. So let's do this. You can do this. Now you've got the cot. Now you can put a pad on it. So this pad, again, is only a couple of inches thick, but it's a vast improvement. This is a vast improvement in comfort over the cot by itself. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. So, nice, huh? Now, the one I've got in my shoebox is 4 inches thick. It's made by Exped, and there's 4 or 5 or 6 manufacturers that make similar ones. They're really well insulated. And you can adjust the softness. Since it's 4 inches thick, you can have it fairly firm again, or pretty soft. Lots of insulation. And here's a look at that Exped, that 4 inch thick sleeping mat that I was talking about. This is what I have on the cot in the back of my Runaway. Other people make them. This is the Exped version, but they're soft. They self-inflate. They're insulated because they're filled with foam, and they're really quite comfortable. This is I highly recommend this. Obviously, this is what I sleep on the cot. And you can roll it up. Here's the valve for letting the air out. Here's the valve for letting the air in. It comes, if you just open it and it fills itself. But if you want more firmness, it comes a little hand pump, and you plug it in here and you squeeze the pump, and it doesn't, 6 squeezes and you got some stuff in here. So I wanted to show this to you because it's hard to visualize. I tell you, well, this one's 1 inch thick, and then there's a 4 inch thick one. Well, now you see the 4 inch thick one. All right. A little bit pricier, of course, but nice and warm and soft, and it rolls up into a little roll that's this wide, obviously, and about this big around. So easy to put in your vehicle and take it camping. Then you just take it out, open the valves, throw it down in your tent, and wait a little bit for it to fill up. If you want it firmer than it is when it's all filled up, you pump a little extra air in, adjust it to the way you like it, and then it goes away. But there's at least 4 different companies that make these, so do your homework again. If you want to get something that's a little thicker and more comfortable, I highly recommend the Exped sleeping mat. And again, they don't know exist. I paid my own money on Amazon when it was on sale. Check it out. And here's another thing you've got to, because I want a bed, you guys are thinking, well, how are you going to do a bed on a cot, right? There's no fitted sheets for cots. But wait, yes, there are. I discovered fitted sheets on Amazon, and I've got one in there. I should probably demonstrate, but yeah, oh God, I'm going to bore you to tears. You can put a fitted sheet. It'll even hold this on the cot because it'll go around the bottom of the cot. So now you've got a sheet to slide around on. And also, having sheets is wonderful because you wash the sheet. You don't get any body oils and smells and things on your equipment. It's all in the sheets. And then you just wash them and you're good to go. So fitted sheet, and then you can just put another sheet. You can, tuck it in. You can clip it. You can, but you put your goose down comforter. You put your blankets on, and again, you're in a bed situation where I got to go to the bathroom. I throw the blankets off. If I've got one of these Blue Eddies, which I do, I'm going to plug an electric blanket in. Absolutely, and it's a wonderful experience. I climb into a nice warm bed camping. It's unbelievable. You're cold. And if you have to warm up the bed by yourself, if you're cold and your bed's cold, that's going to take a while. You might be uncomfortable. And for me, I'm sorry, it's very important. I love camping, and I look forward to going to bed because it's going to be so warm. So here we go. That's what we've got. I'm trying to think if I've left anything out. So there's different cots, also different heights. The one I've got in my shoebox in my Runaway Cool Camp, this is a foot off the ground. It's only 6 inches off the ground because I've got limited headspace in there, and I don't want to be like this. Now, I like this one. It's got more space to store underneath than the one I've got. But then I sit on it in there, and my head's like this. I can't sit straight up like this. So I may try it, but anyway, the point of it is you can get them different heights off the ground. You can get them different construction. So cots are really pretty flexible. They take up a very small space when they're all folded up, and they get you off the ground. And this cot, for instance, just if you're wondering how much these things cost, this was like $35 or $39 at Camping World. I know Camping World, nobody wants to buy an RV there, but they have accessories and they have sales. So there you go. I think I've covered sleeping, different ways to make a bed. Sleeping bags always work. You can also turn these into a bed with the right accoutrements. So stay tuned. I'm going to wrap this video up. If you don't click away yet. If you haven't done it yet, like and subscribe, please, please, please. And I'll come back with how to stay warm, right? We're here now. We've gotten this far. Now let's pretend we've got this and we want to stay warm. Separate video, right? Let's move on. Thanks again for watching, you guys. Get outside. Get outside, get some fresh air, some vitamin D, and go camping. And thanks again for watching. God bless. Bye-bye now.